This is TDT with the top 10 things you need to know before you go Spider Man. Number 1. Story. So differently from the past Spider-Man games that has been released, this Spider-Man game focuses on a more experienced Spider-Man. Peter has been Spider-Man for 8 years and has settled into his role as a protector of New York City. He's now 23 years old and interning at a laboratory while about to graduate from college. Early in the story, Spider-Man defeats Wilson Fisk. Afterwards, a new gang emerges known as the Inner Demons, who are taking over Fisk's territory. Here, Spider-Man arrives at a construction site owned by Kingpin and must defend Kingpin's men, who are under attack by the Inner Demons. While fending off the Inner Demons from the construction site, Peter learns that Martin Lee, one of New York's most prominent philanthropists, leads the Inner Demons under his alter ego, Mr. Negative. Martin also runs the Feast, shelters located across the city, which complicates things for Peter's personal life as his Aunt May works at Feast. Number 2. Peter Parker. So in Spider Man PS4 we will also get to play as Peter Parker himself without the suit and experience his everyday life as a normal teenager. We have seen him in quite different scenarios, both at school but also at home, where he walks around without suit on. And not just about that, we will also get to play as Mary Jane and as Aunt May. We don't know yet for sure how Aunt May is going to play. Number 3. Mary Jane Watson. It is said that the Mary Jane's gameplay will be stealth gameplay and you will be doing stealth missions with her. The main thing you will be doing with Mary Jane will be sneaking through different areas, collecting clues and doing puzzles to find information. You will not, though, be able to fight people, but doing it stealthily instead. You will also come across different scenarios where Peter Parker as Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson meet each other. And it is said that there will be some very fun ways Spidey and Mary Jane Watson interact in later missions in the game. Number 4. Side activities. You will be able to track down collectibles including Peter Parker's old backpacks, which he has forgotten he had left around the city. These backpacks contains a little backstory into how Peter became Spider-Man. You will be able to stop random crimes throughout the city. This includes stopping the robbery of a store, interrupting a car chase by subduing thugs at a high speed, and busting deals in drug alleys. There are also situations which happens randomly where Mr. Negative's inner demons turn up to wreak havoc, and Spider-Man must save the day from them. The game developer have stated that these general crimes will change over the course of the game, and sometimes you won't be able to stop them all. Those you don't stop can lead up to future wins within the game. There will also be side quests, for example Black Cat and Taskmaster. Another side quest, which already has been showcased, is where Spider-Man is asked by Harry Osborn to go check in on a number of mobile research stations. Here Spider-Man will have to solve different tasks, such as cleaning up pollution which has been left behind. You will also need to take on Kingpin's bases around New York. Here you take down the bad guys and shut down the bases. Number 5. Web swinging. It is said that the web swinging in the game is deceptively simple. If you hold down the R2 button on PlayStation, Spidey will throw out a line that attaches to the nearest building. Release the button and Spider-Man will release the line and fly through the air. You can adjust the trajectory of where you're swinging with the left analog stick, and you have the choice of when to attach or release a line. This system makes it incredibly easy to pick up, but still satisfying for more seasoned players. Number 6. Parkour. So while Spider-Man is swinging, we see him do lots of awesome tricks such as backflips and side spins, but it's not only in the web swinging he does these parkour things. Also on ground we have seen some videos where when he fights he uses the environment where he jumps off of benches and doing flips from walls and stuff, and also over enemies. So when we are playing as Spider-Man, we can expect a very fluid movement system with a lot of parkour. Number 7. Villains. Most of the villains from Spider-Man have already been showcased, but there are also a few who haven't. Those who have been showcased or been announced includes Rhino, Scorpion, Vulture, Mr. Negative and Electro. But there's reason to believe that the last one could be Dr. Octopus. Number 8. Combat. The combat is made so that you quickly can switch between melee, webs, environmental actions, and gadgets. This gives the player a lot of choice in each battle. The combat is all about getting off the ground and punching your enemies into the air, and is focused much on acrobatics. Also looks like it got some inspiration from the well-known Batman games, which had a very good combat system. You can see on top of their heads they have this counter button which notifies you when they're about to attack. If so, the combat is definitely gonna be good. And over time you will actually unlock new abilities and new moves to defend yourself with. As you just saw when Spidey was up in the air and made all the webs go like crazy, that is called the Web Blossom, and it's actually an ability. When you're fought enough, you have enough experience to do a finishing move. You execute this finishing move by, on PlayStation, pressing the triangle and the circle button at the same time. Number 9. Stealth. Not all the gameplay in Spider-Man will be combat. You also sometimes need to do things stealthily, and therefore there is built in a stealth mechanic where Spidey crouches and makes less noise. You can choose between doing stealth or going guns blazing or webs blazing, but sometimes you're also forced to do it stealth. For example, one of the missions with Mary Jane, you'll have to do things stealthily to snap pictures and photos of different things. So that is an example of a mission where you need to do things stealthily. The different missions will also feature some optional things to do, such as, for example, in this case, don't touch the art, do it stealthily, or do not be seen, or something completely else. And if you do these, you will get some extra point for your upgrades. When you're playing the stealth missions, you either can do it without taking anyone out, but you can also take the guys out from different angles. For example, you see that Spidey takes out a guy from top and folds him into a cocoon. You can also take them down from besides, but also from behind. And when Spidey has taken them out, he folds them up like a cocoon, as I said before. And as you see in the gameplay, just like in the Batman games, which it seems like they have learned very much from, you see Spidey goes into a vent to hide and to get to the next area. Number 10. Shoots. While it has been confirmed that you don't switch your shoots from your mobile phone, which you actually see in this trailer, quite some shoots for you to switch between. You switch between the shoots from the in-game menu, but you can still do it while you are in-game. You just pause the game and from there you can switch it. The confirmed pre-order shoots are the Velocity shoot, the Iron Spider shoot, and the Spider Punk shoot. Though these are the pre-order shoots, you can still get them if you don't pre-order the game, but it is said that it is going to be very difficult. We have to wait and see what the developers mean by this. This has been TTT with the top 10 things you would need to know about Spider-Man. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to let me know by hitting that like button, subscribe button, and even write a comment in the comment section below if you are excited for this game, cause I am, and you can definitely expect more from me from now on. See you next time. Bye.